Det her er en motorvej i Danmark, nærmere bestemt motorvejen fra Ballerup til Frederikssund. Her kører der masser af biler døgnet rundt, men kunne man tænke sig, at der lige pludselig kom sådan en trafikant på vejbanen?
Det kan man nok ikke i Danmark, men det kan man i Sverige. Her bliver en motorvej til en landingsbane for det svenske luftvåbens Gripen jagerfly. I foråret øvede det svenske luftvåben den delikate kunst at lande på civile motorveje under en øvelse nær Göteborg i Sverige. Svenske jagerpiloter lærer at lande på civile veje for at give dem ekstra fleksibilitet i tilfælde af en krise. Hvis luftbaser, lufthavne eller hjælpelandingsbaner er beskadigede eller utilgængelige, kan Gripen jagerflyet lande på veje, der er blevet bevidst konstrueret til at kunne håndtere landing af jagerfly.
You're quite vulnerable at a main airbase. If you get a cruise missile attack or whatever you see in Ukraine, the whole base can be destroyed. There is no way to lift off with your aircraft or land and refuel and so on. So with this system, you have like multiple small road strip all over the country, so we can just drop down at one that is active. So it's good for survivability in wartime, I would say. Since it's a lot shorter and narrower, you have to be more careful where to point your nose, of course. And you don't have that much margin in case anything goes wrong, Since this is not anything we do every day, we have a painted kind of this runway on the main runway, so we train there every day and so. But now it's for real, of course. You have another extra punches on your heart, of course.
Når de er landet, gør Gripenflyet brug af en mobil enhed, som sørger for, at de kan tanke brændstof og ammunition op på få minutter, før de letter igen. Gripen er Sveriges førende multirole jagerfly med et forstærket landingsstel, der holder flyet så højt over asfalten, at det forhindrer jord og sten i at blive suget ind i jetmotoren.
This is a very long tradition. Today we call it agile combat deployment or dispersed ops. For us, I call it normal operations. We started in the 60s to design the system. You must remember Sweden, non-allied country, neighbor to Soviet Union, we have always perceived the threat from east, that we have to be able to leave our air force bases very rapidly. And this is a part of that. So I'll say it's a part of our DNA. I think Sweden is punching above our weight when it comes to many things. And we have a long tradition of domestic arms manufacturing in all arenas or domains, but especially, of course, when we talk Air Force here, it's a fighter tradition. We started to build our own fighters during World War II, and we have continued ever since. Then, of course, a Gripen fighter of today is a multinational corporation. There are many different subsystems from many different countries, but this design is Swedish, and some of the key elements of the fighter is Swedish. Some of the design features that we can see here when it's taxiing behind me on the runway, designed for 800 meters runway length and designed to be handled by conscripts in the field.
Well, the biggest advantage of using highway landing strips is that you could have more possibilities and you could move around to more takeoff and landing surfaces.
3 months into our NATO membership, I'd say Sweden is stronger and safer, and the alliance is also stronger with us as an ally, especially here in Northern Europe.
But it feels good to be a part of NATO, and it feels like you're backed up with a lot of resources, and we can also back up NATO with our resources, our country and those kind of airstrips.
Disse øvelser sikrer, at det svenske luftvåben er forberedt på enhver situation og kan operere fleksibelt under krisesituationer.
2 svenske Gripen kampfly landede for nylig for første gang på Bornholm som led i det øgede samarbejde mellem de nordiske lande på forsvarsområdet. Gav vide, om vi i fremtiden kommer til at se danske kampfly lande på danske motorveje.